Thank you for buying this 119767 glass showcase from Fixture Displays. These are all the components. We're going to show you step-by-step instructions how to assemble. We have 4 large glass panels, base and top, 2 lighting poles, 5 shelves, and you have a very large back panel of glass. Then the power adapters and hardware. To begin assembly, we want to identify the base and lay the base down on a flat surface. Then we're going to work on one side panel at a time. And there's an orientation you want to watch out. Identify the small logo on the glass, and then 2 holes at the bottom that should face the ground. Once we have the glass on the edge or on the ledge, we're going to fasten with the 2 large nuts. Make sure when you fasten this, don't over tighten it, just snug, because it is glass. If you over tighten, you're going to crack the glass. Now we're going to install the 2-way brackets on the side panel and get ready to assemble the back panel. If you have any questions after watching this video, feel free to email or text message us. Our email address is cscharliesam@fixturedisplays.com. Likewise, you want to identify the logo at the bottom and then the hole positions, make sure they match up. Then you're going to need a screw to lift that large piece of glass up. Make sure it's secure before fastening the connectors or the brackets. And then the bottom nuts. If you do not have this many helpers, you're going to want to find other ways to secure the back panel because it is very large. Sometimes use painter's tape, for example, but you still need at least 2 more helpers. You definitely don't want to risk breaking this large and beautiful piece of glass. Now we have more connectors. We're getting ready to install the other side panel. I'm going to fasten the big nuts. Now the structure is almost in place. We're going to drop the top panel on the 3 sides of the glass. You want to handle this really carefully, in that you don't want to bend your glass, you don't want to hit your glass. Just gently drop it in place and then fasten the nuts. At this time, we're ready to install the shelf dowel pins. The nut is on the outside, the barrel is on the inside. You can choose or pick your position. You don't have to install them all. I encourage you to browse fixturedisplays.com for other products and services we have to offer. Some of the items in this family are 10111, that is a glass showcase counter. You want to put the silicone washers on top to give it some friction. It's recommended but not required. Once you have those silicone washers there, the shelf has a grip on the dowels, otherwise they can be easily pulled out. Now we're getting ready to install the lights. I'm going to feed the top wire and the tube through that hole. And then we're going to connect the DC connector to the power to the female connector. And then we're going to line up the 3 holes and then fasten. Let me continue. Recommend the other model is 119956. Now we're ready to turn the tube so that the lights shines on the shelves or your products. Once the screws are fastened, we're going to drop that plastic cover. Likewise, we're going to do the same on the other side. And on the top, you simply connect the red to red and black to black. So push down, insert, and then release. After release, do a pull test, make sure it's secure. If it's loose, redo the process. A good connection would not produce a separation with a pull test. And this is where you plug the power adapter into. And now the lights are lit. It's a beautiful piece of display. You're gonna love it. Lastly, when you install the 2 front door panels, the left-hand side does not have a lock. And this particular piece faces the center. And it sits on the back rail. Again, this is facing the center position. So you're going to lift the glass up into the channel on the top and then sit this on the back rail. It should slide very smoothly. Certainly when you operate, you want to make sure you don't bump the left panel too hard. You can also install bumpers on the side of the glass to give it a little bit of cushioning. If you don't know where to buy, you can contact us. We do sell those bumpers. The right-hand side panel has lock facing the center. I hope you enjoyed this video. Remember, leave a good seller feedback along with a product review. Dimensions of this unit is detailed in the following image. You can pause and reevaluate fit to your space. We do take custom orders, any size you like for your home or store. It does take a bit of time. And this item ships on LTL trucking service. We are going to need to validate freight to your particular address. Different marketplaces, including our own website, usually would not give a totally accurate freight. So it is important that you understand there will be adjustments for freight. You can also send your own carrier, your own truck, or if a local, pick up in person. And the lights does pivot. It's hard to capture the lights, but it does give adequate amount of light. It's a wonderful piece of fixture. I want to thank you once again for shopping Fixtured Displays.